Pickle, let's go to the hotline. And let's bring in the head coach of the Royse City Bulldogs. We're joined by Coach David Petroff. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Doing excellent. How are things in beautiful Rockwall County?
Oh, it's nice. I thought it was going to be a little warmer today, but it's okay. We'll take it.
Yeah, I think we all thought it was going to be a little bit warmer today. I think we all maybe would have preferred that. I want to ask you a little bit about the journey that you've had there at Royse City. You've been there now for a decade. Not trying to date you, but you've been there. You've been there for a decade, and in the early going, it was a little bit slow. But the past 3 years, you guys have been able to surge back into the playoffs the past 3 seasons, including last year with an 8-3 mark. I'm interested in maybe what the difference is between the program as it stands right now and maybe the program that you inherited or in those early times in your tenure.
Wow. Well, man, how long do you got? I could talk about this for hours. So it's night and day, really. When I first got here, I've been at Waco Midway for 9 years, and we had a lot of success, which allowed me the opportunity to get this head coaching position. But when I first got here, it was definitely different than what I'd been come accustomed to, and so we had to make a lot of changes, and we had to start with the young kids. Good kids here, good people, but we weren't on the level that we wanted to be at, and I think that was the way it was, or way people felt across the board, from the kid, the parents in the community, the administration, and then of course in my first year, I'm like, oh my, wow, we got a long way to go. So it was eye opening. So it was a slow process. And we started by just trying to take care of our own and trying to develop kids at a younger age, and slowly change the attitude and the mentality, and try to put ourselves and our program into something that we could hang our hat on, and that's just being tough and playing hard and giving everything we got, no matter what the circumstance is. And felt like that, as we improved and, athletically and got more talented, if we could hang our hats on those things, eventually we would have success. And of course, you got to have a superintendent like we have out here with Mr. Worthy. He believed in it, and he could see that what we were trying to do and what we were trying to accomplish, and he stuck with us. So that has a lot to do with it as well.
I'm interested because it looks to me that a real turning point was back in 2018. You guys go 6-4, missed the playoffs by a smidge, but it seems like that was kind of what got the ball rolling on this run. Is it now the kind of thing where 1 year feeds into another, and once you have that success, it becomes contagious within the program?
Well, absolutely. I mean, that was part of the deal. We had to figure out where we could start having success, and then success breeds success. Because I've been a part of that, and I saw it happen, in my days at Midway. But you're exactly right. That year, that 2018 season, we started out a little tough. We didn't have the confidence. We lost a game early that we wish we could have back. And then we righted the ship. We made some changes, and we won our last several ball games. Felt like we had a chance. We ended up tied for third in the district, record wise, but there was a 3-way tie. So when we were the odd team out, and so going into the next year, we felt like we needed to make a difference, and it was our time to kick the door in, so to speak, and that's what that group did. It was. And you're exactly right. We've been feeding off it ever since. But it started with that group for sure. We had a couple of years where, it was really tough, and we lost several games by a lot of points, and then we bounced back the next year with going against the same competition. And there was 1 year we went 4-6. The previous year we were, I think, 3-7, and Heath beat us by 50 points, and then the next year we were triple overtime with them. Poteet, they flat out embarrassed us, and then the next year was a 5-point game. And so it's been gradual, but that 2018 season is where we kind of kicked the door in, and we've been in the playoffs ever since.
Talking with David Petroff, the head coach of the Royse City Bulldogs here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation in the hashtag TF Today. Coach, one of the reasons it seems to me that things have really sparked for you guys has been on the offensive side. And that kind of leads me into talking about your 2022 squad, because your 2022 squad looks pretty loaded offensively. Bringing back guys like Jonah Roberson, a 1,000-yard receiver. You bring back your QB in Kenneth Spring, a great running back in Sam Mitchum. I have to imagine that you are pretty excited about what your offense could be able to do in 2022. Oh,
absolutely. The offense has transformed over the years. When I go back and I talk to you about the program and what we hung our hat on, and well, that's what we did offensively. We would grind it out and we would just pound people and just trying to pound them into submission. And because we didn't have a whole lot of big time playmakers, well, that started to change. And over the last few years with, this upcoming season with Jonah, but last year with Champ Dozier and in Keytron Jackson and those guys, we've been able to make plays. So we still have the same mentality. We want to be physical, we want to play tough, but we've got players that can make big plays. And, and it's really taken off for us.
On the other side, the defense is a place where you guys have made strides as well. This is a defense that's going to bring back a number of playmakers. Most notably, I know you're pretty excited about Tatum Woods at the safety spot. I'm interested from your perspective as the guy who sees him every day. The numbers are impressive, but what is it about him in Tatum Woods that really sets him apart and makes him special?
Well, he's 100 miles an hour everywhere he goes. I actually have to tell him, hey, you need to slow down a little bit. And, But he's just a high-effort, high-character kid, and he plays 100 miles an hour, and he's going to try to hit you as hard as he can. And then, sometimes, hey, just get under control and make the tackle. You don't have to, try to hurt somebody every time you tackle them. So, that's why I'm excited about him. But and those are just good stuff. I mean, he runs well, makes plays.
David Petroff of Royse City joined us here on Texas Football Today. All right, Coach, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is Realignment came down. And you guys are doing the pretty rare thing of jumping up 2 divisions, jumping up from 5A Division 2 all the way up to Class 6A. I looked this up. Your first year, you guys had an enrollment of 1239. And now you guys are rocking with 2233 and a half. I guess my question is, obviously Snapshot Day came around and everybody kind of got that kind of part of the puzzle. When did you start getting an idea that you guys may be making that leap all the way up to 6A?
Well, a few years ago, we were in 5A Division 1 and for a few days. And something went wrong with the numbers down south, and it bumped us back down to Division 2. So at that point, I had a pretty good feeling that there was a good chance we would jump Division 1 altogether with the number of kids that we have moving in and the houses that are being built. I mean, the growth out here in Royse City is it's something else now. I mean, it's everywhere you look, there's a new development being built. So you said we turned in 2230 something?
Yeah, 2233.
Yeah, I bet we're around 2450 right now.
Jeez.
I had to move in today.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, I know it's exploding out there, and I know the facilities you guys have out there are unbelievable, and it's got to be exciting. So Realignment comes down. You guys are tossed in with your Rockwall County brothers in Heath and Rockwall, as well as Mesquite, Mesquite, Horn, North Forney, and then Tyler Legacy, way out east. When Realignment came down and you got to look at District 10 6A, was it about what you expected?
Well, it was exactly what I anticipated, to be honest with you. I figured that's what would happen, and I thought there might be an outside chance they could send us with Garland since we were kind of the odd school. Mm-hmm. If they wanted to keep maybe the Wiley schools together and then and make 2 8-team districts, but they chose to make a 9-team district and a 7-team district. So it is what it is, but this is what we anticipated for sure.
He's David Petroff. He's the head coach of the Royse City Bulldogs. Coach, really appreciate your time. Congratulations again on a fantastic 2021, and looking forward to seeing what you guys do next year.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. There he goes. David Petroff, head coach, the Royse City Bulldogs, joins us here on Texas Football Today. Hey, thanks for watching this clip here on YouTube. If you like this kind of stuff and you want more of it, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, you can watch us live every weekday at noon at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, or here on YouTube. And if you want more of the best coverage of football in the state of Texas, check out TexasFootball.com and become a Dave Campbell's Texas Football Insider at TexasFootball.com/subscribe.